Good morning, everyone. Myself, Praveen Kumar. We are going to see about spinal cord. Introduction. The spinal cord is the elongated, almost cylindrical part of the central nervous system, which is suspended in the vertebral canal, surrounded by the meninges and cerebrospinal fluid. The spinal cord is continuous above with the medulla oblongata and extends from the upper border of the atlas, first cervical vertebra, to the lower border of the first lumbar vertebra. It is approximately 45 cm long in adult males and is about the thickness of the little finger. A specimen of cerebrospinal fluid can be taken using a procedure called lumbar puncture. Nerves, nerves conveying impulses from the brain to the various organs and tissues descend through the spinal cord. At the appropriate level, they leave the cord and pass to the structure they supply. Similarly, sensory nerves from organs and tissues enter and pass upwards in the spinal cord to the brain. Some activities of the spinal cord are independent of the brain and are controlled at the level of the spinal cord by spinal reflexes. To facilitate this, there are extensive neuron connections between sensory and motor neurons at the same or different levels in the cord. The spinal cord is incompletely divided into two equal parts, anteriorly by a short, shallow median fissure and posteriorly by a deep, narrow septum, the posterior median septum. A cross-section of the spinal cord shows that it is composed of gray matter in the center, surrounded by white matter supported by neuroglia. The arrangement of gray matter in the spinal gray matter. The arrangement of gray matter in the spinal cord resembles the shape of the letter H, having two posterior, two anterior, and two lateral columns. The area of gray matter lying transversely is the transverse commissure, and it is pierced by the central canal, an extension from the fourth ventricle, containing cerebrospinal fluid. The nerve cell bodies may belong to sensory neurons, which receive impulses from the periphery of the body, lower motor neurons, which transmit impulses to the skeletal muscles, connector neurons, also known as interneurons, linking sensory and motor neurons at the same or different levels, which form spinal reflex arcs. At each point where nerve impulses are transmitted from one neuron to another, there is a synapse. Posterior columns of gray matter. These are composed of cell bodies that are stimulated by sensory impulses from the periphery of the body. The nerve fibers of these cells contribute to the white matter of the cord and transmit the sensory impulses upwards to the brain. Anterior columns of gray matter. These are composed of the cell bodies of the lower motor neurons that are stimulated by the upper motor neurons or the connector neurons, linking the anterior and posterior columns to form reflex arcs. The posterior root spinal ganglia are formed by the cell bodies of these sensory nerves. White matter. The white matter of the spinal cord is arranged in three columns or tracts: anterior, posterior, and lateral. These tracts are formed by sensory nerve fibers ascending to the brain, motor nerve fibers descending from the brain, and fibers of connector neurons. Tracts are often named according to their points of origin and destination. Example: spinothalamic, corticospinal. Thank you.